Alright, welcome back to the shop. Welcome back to the two-stroke turbo channel where you get your fill of Stella, my shop dog, here surveying the lot full of cool little cars. Last week we did a big revival, I guess you might call it, on that abandoned Beetle that I took under my wing and got it going. Today we're going to do something a little different. We're going back to our roots here, our microcar roots. Not a two-stroke microcar, but a four-stroke Honda 600cc little sedan here. They made two versions, the coupe and the sedan. This happens to be the sedan, more squared off. This one has a factory installed vinyl roof, which I just refurbished. You saw me do that last week. I touched up all the bad areas and then re-textured it with truck bed liner and then clear coat. I like it. Some people think it's too shiny. I think it looks good. It goes with the car. I also did the seals. In other words, the seals were all rotten rear and front. I didn't want to pull those out because that would have opened up a whole can of worms. If I'm going to pull the seals out, then I'm going to do the roof. That's how I see it. And I didn't want to do the roof. At least I wanted to try this. Maybe I will still do the roof. I don't know. Needless to say, the car is looking good. It's out here. I have not driven this car in public since I painted it over a year ago. It is, or was, an expensive paint job. The materials alone were $1,000. I don't know if that added value to the car or not. It used to be red and white, kind of calico and multi-colored. A lot of straightening. The whole thing that started this was not my shop dog Stella. There was a dent in this door. This door check broke and the door flew open to the prior customer, and the gap between the fender and the door, which is still a little large, the door caught in the wind and it opened too far and it put this huge dent, and it just drove me crazy. Which reminds me, I have yet to put the mirror back on. I need that mirror. I gotta find one. So the car's looking good. Now what do I do with it? Stella, what do I do? Whenever I don't know what to do, I pet my dog because it soothes me. It's like therapy. She doesn't really like it when I stroke her muzzle underneath like that. I don't know why. She likes me to pet her anywhere else, but she gets actually irritated with me doing that, and I find myself doing it a lot. Do I irritate you still? Okay. Back to the car. So we've got a few little things to finish up. We did put some new high back bucket racing seats in it that have red piping. Actually, it's orange piping, which matches the car very well. Same thing with the steering wheel. Got the horn working. It's a deep dish steering wheel, racing steering wheel, RS type, if you can read that. I like it. It's not original, but it feels really good. It's thick, feels nice. It's a little close to my body. The original one was not so deep and was a little larger. It's dusty and dirty in here. I got to clean this up. Same thing with the floors. There's no carpets, there's no mats, there's no drains. I need to fix the vent. One of the vents is broken, so it just blows cold air all the time. That's actually the only thing that's stopping me from driving the car. So I got to find one. Here's one that's good. Put those back in. I got a new chrome tip, and I want to detail the inside, and then, I don't know, I'm gonna drive it, sell it, do something. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but it's a pretty solid little rocket, I call it. Used to call it the Red Rocket. It's no longer red. It's kind of a burnt orange. Looks really good. So follow along with me as we pull this in the shop and do a little tinkering, see if we can make this thing a little better than it already is. It's going to be hard to do though, Stella, huh? What do you think? It's a pretty neat little car. You. Forgot to mention some other details. We've got the Z Coupe wheels on here and some fatter tires. These are Yokohama A008s. I did put in the bushings that are made out of polyurethane. Are they polyurethane? I can't remember now. These sway bar bushings, yeah, they're polyurethane. I've got to tune that up. I got overspray on my engine case there. And this does have an MSD ignition, triggered off the points, and a true dual exhaust. Sounds pretty good, runs pretty good, but I need to prove that to you. So I'm going to do that to you now. I'm going to do this now. I'm going to start it up, drive it in the shop. I got to move it in the shop anyway, so let's get in here. Oh, I gotta clean that up. There's mental notes in my mind of all the things I need to do. I'm just gonna make sure it's in neutral. Fire's right up. Put it in first gear. Take the brake off. It's got a new clutch too, by the way. Oh, and brakes. That's right. We did the Wheelwood Master Cylinder. I think it needs the Miles Chappelle steering rack bushing job on this thing. The steering is a little loosey-goosey. Oh well, save that for next time. Okay, we're in the shop. Let's get to work on this thing. Quit yapping. It's a cool little car. Let's make it even better. Okay, so we got our little Honda 600 bug-eyed thing up in the air. Detailed the bottom of my engine a little bit. Detailed my roll bar. My exhaust system is now all silver. This has a really unique exhaust system that I custom made myself. It's actually dual out of the cylinder head, and then it Ys right under the middle of the car where it goes into a 2-inch long a 2-inch ID resonator that's 36 inches long, and then a final muffler way at the very end here. No spare tire. I just couldn't figure out how to get a spare tire and a muffler into that space. Stainless steel brake lines. Pretty well detailed under here. Looks really good. Not a bit of rust. Also did a special tuck on the bumpers. Normally these bumpers stick way out here. Tuck those in, front and rear. Really happy with this little car, but I don't know. Do I drive it? Do I sell it? What do I do? Has an Optima battery, 1000 cold cranking amps, MSD box, runs really good. Engine could use a little extra detailing, but I don't know. Like all my cars, I'll probably drive this one for a little bit and fall in love with it all over and never want to sell it. And that's actually okay. It's a pretty cool little car. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next video. Stella, you want to show everybody the beautiful looking Honda N600 sitting out here? Man, this is a good looking car. Look at that. All detailed and ready to go. I think we're going to drive it. I think we're going to love it. I think anybody could love this thing. Still, what do you think? Do you want to go for a ride in it? Okay.